So the trailer culminates with this shot right here. It's a cool shot, but to me, it's also a very clear subliminal message. I think the message that they're trying to put out there, like, again, subliminally, is to let the audience know you have to go see Black Panther. In fact, don't just go, run to the movie theater to go see Black Panther opening up in February, because how else are you going to know who these characters supporting Captain America are? I mean, I was going to go see Black Panther anyway, but thanks for trusting me. Also, for those of you who saw Thor Ragnarok, it's like theory time confirmed. Loki has the Tesseract. He gets it back by the end of Thor Ragnarok. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, what else was he going to do with it? By the end of Ragnarok, there's this very brief scene where he just walks past it and stares at it, and I'm like, what other purpose could that scene possibly serve other than having Loki take that Tesseract? A lot of people have been waiting for ages, and when I say ages, I mean a couple of months for this trailer to be released officially. So I think it's only fair to put up the Titanic meme up on screen. Okay, that's not exactly what I had in mind, but I guess it works since I feel like a part of me has actually died waiting for this trailer. This trailer feels like a friend that I've been wanting to see for a very long time, and that I haven't been able to see because of circumstantial stuff. So bear with me as I tell you the story of what happened with this trailer. So, back in July, there was this Disney Expo. It's called D23. I think it happens every 2 years. And what D23 is that it's essentially a venue in which Disney showcases and reveals some of its upcoming projects to a very limited audience. And I'm pretty sure that nobody there knew this, but when it came time for Marvel to showcase their stuff, the entire cast of the Avengers walked out on stage, with the exception, I think, of Scarlett Johansson, and they revealed a version of the trailer there as well. Note that I'm saying a version of the trailer, but they didn't make it public, so I thought, well, they're probably just waiting to release it after Comic-Con. Or during Comic-Con, right? So in Comic-Con, if you wanted to go see the Infinity War trailer, you would have to get in line to go to Hall H. And Hall H is like this huge, massive auditorium that holds thousands and thousands of people. The only thing is, though, if you want to get a seat there, you have to wait in line, and it's not just like a 20-minute line, a 1-hour line. No, you literally have to wait outside, sleeping in the sidewalk for a day, minimum, if you want to get in. And once you get to the front of the line, you receive a wristband, and so you can just do other things and then come back to see the panel once it starts. But there was a huge problem with that, because somebody or a group of people, I guess, went home or went to a copy machine or something and made fake wristbands for themselves. And so what they did is they printed the wristbands, they used them, they got in, and by the time the people that actually had the official wristbands went to the panel, there were no seats left. So the people who actually waited out on the pavement, on the sidewalk, some of them did not get to see what they waited for. I was not one of those people, but I was there during the aftermath, and it was a pretty sad situation. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen so many fans disappointed in one place. Then I thought, well, at least after the panel, they'll release the trailer anyway, they'll make it public, it'll go viral, and everybody else will get to see it. Except they did not release the trailer after that panel. They just barely released it now, and even then, it's not the same trailer that they premiered in D23 and at Comic-Con. It's a different version of the trailer. And I know the first version of the trailer was actually leaked with really bad quality, but I'm just gonna put it out there. I think it'd be really cool if they could release that version too, unless they're saving some of that footage for trailer number 2. But regardless of that, folks, let's just get right into it. I have some very, very exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of every YouTube reaction video after their reaction takes place. Again, this is very exclusive footage of the Infinity War trailer reaction after it has happened. Whew. That was epic. The trailer was alright though. My favorite part was definitely seeing the Iron Spider suit. Holy crap, that thing looks amazing. I mean, I didn't really like Homecoming that much, but this design is incredible. The thing about Thanos though, and the thing about a lot of these Marvel movies, is that I feel like if there ever was a time for these characters to go all out, power-wise, this is it, all right? And that's one of the minor criticisms that I had with Civil War. And I say minor because I think Civil War is just a very, very good movie. But in the airport, I think they just nerfed Vision and Scarlet Witch like crazy. See, in the manga, Vision can control density. And Scarlet Witch can manipulate probability. Like, she literally can manipulate reality to a certain extent. So it's kind of like these movies haven't been showing them using their powers to their full extent, and I really hope that this movie changes that. The same thing with Hulk. That's one of the problems I had with Ragnarok. I wanted Hulk to just go crazy in that movie and just show us why he's the Incredible Hulk, right? And there were some cool scenes in the movie with Hulk, but at the same time, I felt like the story sometimes was kind of like conveniently there to hold him back. And so I really hope that he gets unleashed in Infinity War. Imagine this, right? Since Vision can control density, he can phase in and out of things or people. So if you can phase through somebody, like imagine this is somebody's face. Just phase an arm through them and then solidify, okay, make your arm solid again. And yes, granted, it does get a little bit graphic after that if he decides to, you know, pull back his arm or whatever. But the point is that you can do some serious damage with that phasing. I mean, they're bringing back the Hulkbuster suit. That's very good news in my book. This is the stuff that I want to see, all right? People just stop, all right? Just stop restraining the characters. Let them go all out. You know what I really want to see, though? And actually, the first trailer that was not released was the one that gave me the idea for this, because in that trailer there's a scene where Doctor Strange is creating these platforms for Star-Lord to jump on. So I thought, like, I wanted to see like Doctor Strange in space opening up all these portals to like different fights. Like, there's so much going on that he's literally up there spamming, closing and opening up these portals to help the Avengers fight. And you see a spaceship go into one and out the other, and then you see Rocket Raccoon just, you know, jump momentarily out of one portal going like, let's lock and load. Yeah. Sorry, I got a little bit carried away there. The point of the matter is that this trailer, I think, it does kind of feel like the opening act, like the beginning of a finale of sorts, which makes sense because I recently read that Avengers 4 will have like sort of like a finale-like feel to it, sort of like a conclusion. It's not going to be the end of the MCU by any means, but maybe it'll conclude some character arcs. You know what would have been a great trailer ending that would have caused the reactors to just go insane, just get up out of their chairs and like move around a little, is if, you know, and this would have served, I think, to establish Thanos' threat level, because I feel like people know, yeah, it's Thanos, but I don't think they understand how powerful he is, and you kind of get a little bit of that intimidation when you see him like slam Spider-Man into the ground and also take the Mind Stone from Vision, which, by the way, I don't know how that's going to affect Scarlet Witch, given the fact that her powers literally came from the Mind Stone, but whatever. But again, I think the audience like understands that Thanos is a powerful guy, but they just don't know how powerful he is. From what I understand, he's a casual planet buster, which to me makes it absolutely clear that the only reason why he hasn't destroyed Earth is because he needs to go there to find the Infinity Stones. However, in the manga, I mean in the comics, once Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet with all of the Infinity Stones, he is capable of erasing half of the universe just by snapping his fingers. I think a great shot that they could have used, and maybe they will, maybe we'll see some of this in the movie, but a great shot that they could have used to establish Thanos' power, all right, would be to have a scene with the Incredible Hulk, and this is actually inspired by something that happens in the comics, by the way. Have the Incredible Hulk rage, just completely furious, running towards Thanos, about to clobber him, and then Thanos just, boom, just with the back of his hand, just like flings him away. Just like it happened in the manga. Another thing here is that Marvel has shown us this tendency to be a little bit misleading with its trailers in a good way, because like I remember when Civil War came out, we got this shot right here, and then in the movie they added Spider-Man into that, but it was a way of like, you know, sort of like stopping the spoiler from getting out, so that's a good thing. Also in Thor Ragnarok, like you have this scene right here in the trailer, but Thor does not look this way in the actual movie. There's something else going on with his eye in the movie. So, do you think there are any scenes in this trailer that could potentially like be altered in the final product, in the movie itself? Because that may be why the trailer took so long to come out. And actually, now that I think about it, I have a theory, and granted, this is pure speculation, pure fan speculation, but, you know, as we all know, fans are experts in the filmmaking process, so I'm just going to put it out there. take this to the bank. The misleading part of this Infinity War trailer is Captain America's beard. They're going to have to digitally remove his facial hair. It's been done before with amazing results. Also, Blonde Widow will technically not be blonde in the film. She's actually going through a very strong anime phase in the story. So her hair will be pink in the final version of the film. On a serious note though, I thought it was interesting how in the D23 and Comic-Con trailer, the trailer literally opens up with Thor like slamming into the windshield of the ship of the Guardians of the Galaxy. But in this trailer, they saved their meeting for last, kind of like the cliffhanger to have like the audience go, oh, the Guardians are back! They're back, Mom! They're back! Finally, I just want to end this video with a little bit of news that is kind of like a reference to a spoiler. So if you don't want to hear it, thank you for everything. I really appreciate your support, guys. I cannot tell you that enough. So thanks again. And so on to the thing. So there was a new casting call that Marvel Studios released, and they're seeking 2 twin baby boys with brown hair. Okay, so people have been speculating that they're actually casting, that casting call is actually for the twin babies of Scarlet Witch and Vision. Obviously, you saw the scene in the trailer where in which Wanda and Vision, you know, are kind of getting romantic. So the biggest reveal of this trailer, guys, the biggest takeaway, or rather the biggest question is, do you think that Scarlet Witch gave Vision the Infinity Penis? That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up if you appreciated the video. It keeps me encouraged. Just keep in mind that I was trying to give you something else aside from just a reaction and just like a breakdown, because I feel like if you can get that literally everywhere else, so why would I waste your time with, you know, the same thing? So that was my thought process. Hopefully you appreciated this video. So here's the thing, right? There's a rumor, like this is like the main topic of conversation, that like people think that somebody's going to die or some characters will fall in this anime. In this movie. Do you think that's true? And if so, which characters do you think will just have to RIP? Let me know.